an interesting gospel passage. This has got a corresponding passage in the Old Testament that was today's first reading. Joshua is confused, bewildered, because something strange was happening. He went to Moses and said, "You know those two fellows who were not in church the other day? The Spirit of God is with them. How can that be? They were not in church. Those two fellows, Medad and Eldad, they were not with us the other, but the Spirit of God is with them. How can that be possible? Those lobster Catholics, how can the Spirit of God be with them?" And note the answer Moses gave is to Joshua. How I wish everybody has got the Spirit of God. Everybody. Not Moses' humility and his clarity of vision. This is the way things should be. God's Spirit should be with everybody, not just us, the practicing Catholics. Everybody should have the Spirit of God. Now come back to the gospel. Here is John the evangelist, brother of James, one of the sons of thunder. He has got a sense of privilege because he is a member of the inner circle. Peter, James, and John, they were upon the mountain the other day, the special ones. But then something happened. If you note the verses before today's gospel, something strange happened. These disciples could not drive out a demon from a boy. This boy was possessed by a demon, and the boy was brought to these disciples, and they could not do anything. And here John finds what we could not do, somebody else who is not one of us, he can do it. How is that possible? He is not a disciple of Christ. He is not one of us. We are the 12. We are the special ones. And this man, who is not one of us, he has got the power of God. How can Jesus work through him? So he told Jesus, by the way, we stopped him. The Lord said, no, don't ever do that. If he is using my name, I am in them. I am not just in you, I am in everybody. In everybody. What is the message in this? From all these readings, my dear friends, God's Spirit is greater than human regulations. God's Spirit is greater than human regulations. God's Spirit crosses human boundaries. How God's Spirit crosses human boundaries. God is not confined to a particular church. God is not confined to a particular church or a particular nation or a particular people. God belongs to everybody. God belongs to everybody. God is not confined to these walls of the church. God is not confined to the Catholics or the Methodists or the Protestants. No, God is not confined to anybody. God goes beyond our human imagination. Get rid of that sense of distinctiveness and privilege. Get rid of that sense of distinctiveness and privilege. There is one more message in today's gospel and the readings. A message for parents, parish priests, for the popes and the bishops, for everybody in authority and power. Everybody in authority and power. I should remember, and the parents should remember, everybody should remember, God is at work in everyone's life. In everyone's life. Because everyone belongs to God. Everyone belongs to God. People of all the nations, what air they breathe, the same breath of God, the Holy Spirit, Ruach, everybody breathes the same breath of God. So everybody belongs to God. So those who are authorities, remember, I have no monopoly on God. I have no monopoly on God. God is not following my script. God is not following your script. We are no one to tell God what He should be doing or what He should not be doing. He doesn't follow our script because He belongs to everyone, the saint and the sinner, the practicing Catholic and the lapsed one. Maybe your children are no more coming to church. Don't worry, God's Spirit is working in their life too. So be at peace. Otherwise, you can be petty tyrants in our own circumstances. If we think God has to follow my script and your script, oh, let God be God. Let God be God. To close, God is a Catholic. What do I mean after saying all this? God's mind is a Catholic mind. Don't we say Christ is universal? Christ is universal. Everything is in His hands. Every soul, every human being, everything that breathes. Oh, the psalmist says, let everything that breathes give praise to God. So remember this. Everybody, you and me, all the people on this earth, all the creatures that breathe, everything is in the hands of God. And God's Spirit is at work in every one of them.